Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I'll just be doing some regular gouache portrait painting practice, trying to get some practice in. I recently bought this smaller A5 sketchbook in the hopes that it would help me make some slightly bigger portraits, because I have a slightly nasty habit of always making my portraits like 3 centimeters tall or something, because I always end up doing full figure drawings with an outfit or something. So the portraits always end up really tiny. So I thought this A5 sketchbook, which doesn't really allow you to draw a full figure on it, would help me make some slightly larger portraits. So that's what we are going to be doing today, and I'm using gouache, which is one of my favorite mediums. And the sketchbook is a Canson XL sketchbook, by the way, which recently they started to make these nicer looking sketchbooks, at least where I live. They have become available recently, where you have like a nice black cover instead of the usual blue one. So they look a bit nice on video, and they open up regularly like a book, and not with the flap going over the top. So that's a bit nicer. So I'm just going to be painting this photo of a late 80s, early 90s looking girl, not trying to copy it exactly, but just going off the kind of outfit and the vibe and the pose. So I'm starting out with a rough sketch using a carmine-like color, which is a PR177. It's like a color that looks very similar to alizarin crimson, but which is light fast, so I like it a lot. I wasn't really able to tell what kind of outfit she's wearing, so I just made something up. Don't ask me how this jacket is glued to her body like that, but yeah, we'll just do it for the nice gesture. Don't think too hard about it. It was kind of hard to get this leg pose right, because it was hard to judge from the reference photo how just the true direction of her leg here. So I think it ended up all right, but I'm like not totally sure whether the length of the leg on a 2D surface is totally correct in relation to what it would look like in 3D. Not totally sure, but I think it does the job. Here I'm just correcting the other leg, because I don't know I think if you can really sit like this, so I ended up making the other knee go below her other leg, so she's like sitting cross-legged. I don't really know if that's how she sits in the photo, but it's how she will sit on the drawing. And here I'm just doing like a wash, blue, green, grayish wash to cover the silhouette of the person with a cool color to contrast with the colors that are going on top. I had a slight bit of trouble getting the position of the head right. It started off too far to the left, but luckily I was able to correct it without using too many layers of gouache, which would have resulted in a muddy mess. The face ended up not really looking like the girl in the reference photo at all. That is something which I've got to practice getting a likeness. I don't know, she looks nice enough, but nothing close to the original. I kind of like how the face ended up being made of like as few strokes as possible, which is always something I'm going for. Yeah, with the greenish base underneath. I quite like that. So I'm just painting the jacket with some semi-diluted ivory black, just hoping to make it like a solid black color, but not super dark. Because I always like it when there's some areas that are not super rendered. So that area on this drawing is gonna be the jacket / the vest area. And the vest is just painted with a mix of ivory black and cobalt teal, so it will make like a uniform layer of paint, which is not super rendered or anything. And here I'm just trying to make some reflected light on the color, which is also something I have to get better at, making more planned and more planned out and more colorful secondary lights, which is, yeah, that's one of my goals going forward. But here it's just like a warmish reflected light, which is not that different from the main light, so it still makes like a graphic statement with the white color. And the neck was, I don't know, I was kind of afraid of painting the neck, to be honest, because you can always do a lot of anatomy on the neck, and there's a big risk of overstating the anatomy on the neck. Luckily I was able to do it in a few brush strokes and not overstate it, so I was happy that I just left that alone. And the hair is just done with a mix of ivory black and Venetian red, which I thought made a very nice dark brown. And I'm trying to kind of paint in the details of the hair while doing the base wash. I don't know, didn't succeed totally with that, but yeah, I tried. kind of afraid to do the leg and all of the closing folds on the bent leg here. That was a bit scary, so what I did was just to try and do it quickly and like sketchily in the beginning, and not overdo the stripy nature of the fold, so it will end up like a sea of stripes on the leg that just don't represent wrinkles. And yeah, I don't know, it ended up so, but because I do a wash afterwards which just blurs out the gray layer of the pants, it ends up looking okay. So this hand was kind of challenging. I had to shoot some reference of my own hand in order to render it correctly. But yeah, I don't know. It ended up okay, and I'm quite proud of it. And I had so much trouble here painting the reflected light on the hand, because that is like really an area that really defines the shape of the wrist and where it connects to the hand. So that was so hard, because it's just so foreshortened and you have to get just the correct shape. So I don't know, I fudged it a bit in the end, but I don't know, I don't think you notice it that much. was a little bit scared to do the highlights in here because it's so dark. Its shape is gonna depend very much on where you place the highlights and the values in the highlights. So that was a bit scary, and I always end up overstating the hair highlights. So this time I tried to really not overstate them and make them stand out a lot less and have a lot less different value than the hair itself. So I ended up understating them a bit, but I don't know. I think it's fine. I think that is better than overstating them at least. So here's the finished piece. I think it turned out quite well, and it was a good start to the sketchbook, which I hope to be able to fill with a lot more portrait painting practice in the future. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!